The Illuminati is an all-powerful, all-knowing secret society of elites, rumored to be at the heart of significant global events. Conspiracy theorists argue that the group has infiltrated the most influential positions in the world. Its members are established in the top ranks of industry, from banking and government to music production and Hollywood. Their purpose? To create and control a placid, impressionable population and establish a new world order. Henry Makow, author of Illuminati, the Cult That Hijacked the World, argues that the society would go to catastrophic lengths to achieve this goal. In 2007, he put forward the idea that conspiring bankers had actually hired Adolf Hitler to start World War II. Hitler's campaign for Aryan domination cost the lives of approximately 11 million people in the Holocaust and 40 million people throughout the war. But is it possible that he was little more than a puppet for the Illuminati? In the decades leading up to the Second World War, the Nazi Party saw a vast increase in membership. In 1928, the Nazis had only 12 seats in the Reichstag. By July 1932, this had grown to 230 seats, making them the largest party in the German government. This surge in popularity required a substantial amount of external campaign funding. Much of this financial support came from elite international bankers, such as Max Warburg. Makow believes that Warburg was an Illuminati operative, aiming to buy Nazi obedience and organize another world war. But why would the secret society want to bring about war on such a large scale? One theory is that catastrophic political events of the 20th century were in fact attempts to crush the morale of the masses. It would therefore be in the interest of the Illuminati to deplete the population. Inert nations are far easier to control than optimistic ones. What's more, conflicts such as World War II affected many countries financially. This would have forced an increased reliance on Illuminati bankers, yet again putting this elite group in control of the masses. This is not the first time that Hitler has been linked to sinister societies. During his youth, he expressed fascination with occult practices, believing that secret forces heralded the key to power. This made him appear as a promising candidate for Illuminati manipulation. Intriguingly, historian Brigitte Hamann noticed that prior to the First World War, Hitler showed little evidence of anti-Semitic tendencies. He regularly sold his paintings to Jewish dealers and had numerous Jewish friends, such as copper polisher Joseph Neumann. So how could an individual transform from someone with many Jewish associates to someone who ordered the slaughter of millions of Jews? According to Makow, only the Illuminati could be behind this. It may seem paradoxical that the Illuminati would want to decimate the Jewish population when so many top bankers and high-ranking industrialists, the same people often accused of being Illuminati members, were also Jewish. But Makow holds the extreme belief that the Holocaust was planned to create racial strife so that Jews could advance a Zionist agenda and create a new world order. His idea is highly controversial and is unlikely to be rooted in truth. But as well as his newfound prejudice against Jews, there are many other aspects of Hitler's life that conspiracy theorists point out as irregular. In May 1940, Hitler issued an order to halt the German advance at Dunkirk. This was an apparently irrational move, since the Nazis had just succeeded in trapping British, Belgian and French forces along the northern coast of France. The halt order gave the Allies the opportunity to organize a large-scale evacuation of soldiers, hailed by Winston Churchill as a miracle of deliverance. It is suggested that the Illuminati instructed Hitler to implement his nonsensical command so that the war would continue beyond 1940. This lengthy military conflict could then have had the destructive impact on civilization that they desired. Furthermore, Hitler had an astonishing ability to escape assassination plots unscathed. There were 35 different attempts made on the Führer's life. Some historians suspect that Hitler had protection from the international elite, which ensured his safety. Conspiracy theorists argue that these oddities are proof that Hitler's regime and the Second World War were entirely controlled by the Illuminati. However, from the Holocaust to the atomic bombings at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the devastation of the Second World War was beyond anything that anyone could have planned, even a powerful society like the Illuminati. According to Macau, our leaders are chosen by their ability to lie and follow orders. This may indeed be true, but owing to the extremity of the war and unimaginable destruction and loss of life it caused, Hitler's involvement with the Illuminati is unlikely. In 2001, 2 German Holocaust survivors sued the US government and then President George Bush's family for $40 billion in compensation.